Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Chris, as you can see with my sign, and as you probably already know, maybe. Hello, if you don't. I hope you're having a good day. Wherever this finds you, welcome to another Love Tarot reading. Just checking out what's going on here. All Signs Tarot, channeled love messages. Reading where we're going into their feelings for you, thoughts, intentions, what you might need to know here. Don't see coming is anyone making a move. Let's take a deep dive. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see. Please show us the cards, Aho. The Four of Wands is in reverse. The Page of Swords is in reverse. The Three of Wands is in the upright. The World card is in reverse. The Ten of Swords is in reverse. Nope, that's not it. It's this. Yeah, this is exactly what it is. Somebody is feeling a lot of regret. This is somebody that I do feel you are not talking to. For a lot of you, this is no contact, no communication, and or in separation. Somebody's regretting how they left things. It's somebody who is really feeling this loss. Look at our Five of Cups today. It's a Scorpio energy. Two of them are still behind this person. It's Two of Cups energy. It's a Venus and Cancer energy here, but we're in the Five of Cups, and right in front of them are three cups that are knocked over, bringing in the Three of Cups energy. So, yeah, the Mercury and Cancer energy around the last time you spoke, conversations, which for some of you were clearly in person, unresolved emotions. It's here with the Page of Swords in reverse. My gosh. And that's definitely an energy of somebody who there's just like a depleted kind of energy that's coming in, and it's connecting here to the Four of Wands in reverse. So somebody walked away after this conversation, and I'm wondering if there's still one going on here. I kind of feel like this is the thing. Something's already gone down. We're in this cycle, literally. The World card is here in reverse. Yeah, gosh, and it's here with the Empress in reverse, and here we go, the King of Swords in the upright. This is very much what I think it is. Right on the other end, the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who has an apology here. This is somebody who, I don't know if they weren't ready, haven't been ready for something bigger, like literal for some of you around relocation. The next level, which could include relocation, but we could be looking at, for sure, a wedding kind of energy that didn't work out. You were heading in that direction, or it was in the future. It's like in the cards, because we're also seeing that in the Four of Wands in reverse, potentially. It's a very specific collective. But the emotional unavailability, somebody not being ready for long term, is really clear. We're still literally in this cycle. It's validating that with the World card and the Empress, two major arcanas, both in reverse, that there are delays. It's problems. So again, we could be looking at a distance, but it's also around life-changing decisions. So again, connecting to maybe marriage, or even a building a family or rebuilding kind of energy, or building it further in the Empress in reverse. Yet, so they're connected. They're not even just catty-cornered here. They're literally connected. And the King of Swords is catty-cornered here with our Three of Wands. The cat corner energy, kitty corner energy, kitty-cornered energy. King of Swords, Three of Wands, the communication here. So that's the thing. I'm not getting any indication at the moment as to what this is leading to, but what's really clear is the Three of Wands is actually really strongly connecting for me to the World card in reverse. It is a coming together energy. We can see the two wands here sort of leaned up against probably like a rock there. I think this might even be Norway. Is that Norway spot that we see often? I can't remember the name of it. It's like I can see the words, but I cannot pronounce it. In any case, that's the Two of Wands. It's someone that you've been waiting on. And it's clear that it's bigger move type of energy here, but it's also really clear that something changed or ended. Like that this is either a massive pause, a breakdown, and issues going on, or it's someone you're literally not talking to or in separation with. But what is really clear is they're very much in their mind here in the King of Swords, Mercury, Gemini energy, a lot of strategy and thought going on here. And again, with this Three of Wands, it's a validating energy around the communication about it. Because we can see they have a lot of regret for how things, the last conversation you had, things that were withheld and things that were said. It feels a lot of it is about just where you are and things that, well, also things that are withheld. So there's something coming in here, and one of which is an apology because of it, because the Ten of Swords is in reverse. So what I like about this for you as well, it shows that it's a delay in terms of them falling out. I feel like there's still a lot of emotional stuff, and I want to tell you why as well. So just let's put a pin in that. But what these swords are falling out is what I wanted to say. So that is healing energy for you. That is coming up here around the corner. That's not quite here. And maybe that's going to playing a big part in that is the fact that they are sorry and they want to tell you that. They actually have a lot of regret. What happened here in the Ten of Swords to begin with? I mean, it's connected right to the Four of Wands in reverse. Again, so there's a strong validation around some communication that was probably quite intense, or at the very least was sort of like the last time that you communicated. Well, what I want to tell you is, oh my gosh, yeah. Wow, and there is the Two of Wands. This is just so validating. Whether you, my gosh, I think this is yours as well. I need to get these down, okay? And then we'll talk more about it. The Hangman, but this is also yours. The Four of Cups. And I think that's it, yeah. Whether you're here in real time or you're here days, weeks, months later, I just want to validate that you're here when you're meant to be here. So trust the timing around that, okay? I want to tell you in real time as I channel for you, your messenger, we have just come out of, well, it's been a while actually, a couple of weeks. What has it been? Week and a half, whatever. Mercury in retrograde under Pisces. And where we are now is Mercury retrograde. We're still in it under Aries. We also just had our new moon in Pisces, so a lot of things shifted there, and we are right around the corner from a full moon in Libra. Justice, truth, connected to the heart chakra. Really validating with the Hangman, by the way, the Pisces energy, that there's a timing energy. This is a timing energy for me. And it's super validating here with our Ten of Swords in reverse, that this is where everything has been. There's a only time will tell kind of energy. There's uncertainty, there's some inaction kind of energy, indecisiveness, maybe even some power struggles. But it's like a pause, I feel like. Or we could be looking at a total separation. Whatever the case is, this person is definitely in this energy getting perspective, because they have a lot of regret and they have an apology to make. They need to bring forward some of this Page of Swords energy in reverse. And by the way, if there is a third party here, which is not going to be for everybody, I do want to validate that it might connect to something around a third party, work, money, relationship, person, whatever, romantic or otherwise, that's involving contracts that this person was under that maybe is playing a part here. Again, it's super specific. But the storm of the Mercury retrograde is past, yet we're still in the debris. The debris is still kind of everywhere. It's just an intense emotional time. And in this retro shade, there's still things that are there's still a lot of misunderstandings, things being hidden. misunderstandings. Yeah. The main thing here, though, is just super clear that this person who has regret and who wants you to know it and who wants to apologize, because look, judgment is here. Now it's in reverse, so it's really validating around this slow wake-up energy and a slow to arrive apology, because there's a really big apology in here. It's like what this is, and it's really validating also here, and I just want to grab that energy, yeah, of the King of Wands, one of our 4 kings under the Emperor, in reverse. Around like the not being ready yet, the fear around it. It does connect to some ego. There are some power struggles here. What they're about, I'm not privy to, and I don't always need to be privy to all the details. But what's really clear here, you can see the King of Wands in reverse here with the regret, with somebody who regrets leaving you feeling the way that they did. There's a lot of loss here. So also that King of Wands in reverse connecting to, again, possibly the energy really strong in the Empress and the World card of not being ready to make those major life-changing decisions. Whether they were connecting or are connecting to revealing true feelings, marriage, moving in, something around another contract that needs to finish, money, people, location, whatever it is, they do have regret for how things got to where they are. And there is a slow wake-up energy, clarity. It's really validating here with the Hangman, like this is what is on their mind. And you can see it here in the preparation for what they're wanting to do. So the 6 of Cups is here. It is in reverse. So I'm going to tell you what that means for me in particular today. It can be that you and this person have a long history. That I kind of feel like is here anyway. But it could be connecting to, like, you've known each other for a long time. You could be going back into that energy. What is definitely here is it is a living in the past kind of energy that is around this person. So whether it's recent or long-term isn't the point for me. The past that they're living in is they have regret for walking away from a conversation or walking away from the relationship. They have regret for how things went, things that were said, things that weren't said, because there are still feelings here. This is somebody who is in this regret energy. And that does open up possibilities, which is not quite clear at this point, because some of you might still be in a long distance energy, and there might still be third-party energies here. But what this past energy that they're living in is about, and that's the Sun in Scorpio, by the way, it's literally connecting to their fear, to them not being ready, again, to whatever life-changing degree that means. What are those life changes about? Well, the 7 of Cups is here, so that's more validation around commitment issues and choices. And that's the other thing I want to bring forward here. Look, the 2 of Pentacles, also very validating, just even where it's wanting to go. Here with our King of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Cups, somebody who has regret. Because one of these pentacles is clearly yours. You could say was yours. That's going to be specific for some of you. What is the other one? Contracts, relationships, partnerships. It could be around money. That's also here. Could be around some literal issues, paperwork, another person, money, jobs, location. Again, it's super clear, and it does bring me right back into the World card in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Making a choice, we could be looking at literal around a third party, and it could be connecting to that Empress energy. It's very specific for you. But what's coming through in this message today, so whether you're only hearing it here or you are able to see this person, is that they have regret and they're sorry. They're literally in this energy of getting this perspective. Yeah. And that's the other thing. The 4 of Cups is also here. 3 of Wands. King of Swords. And that's the other thing around the King of Wands in reverse. It's like getting maybe the courage to send the message or to walk up to you if you can see each other. Here comes this 4th cup. It might be like there's like an element of surprise around that. The Moon in Cancer energy. And clearly, whatever's been going on, there's an element of apathy around the person who's receiving the cup. It's sort of like, okay, I'm not really sure what I think about this. I still have feelings too. Look, 2 of the cups of the 3 below are right over connected to this person. Then there's one over here that's still sitting here. It's kind of like possibilities. Also, are those feelings coming in? Because here's 1 cup that's bringing us to 2 cups. How do you feel? Is that something that you want to know? Because the 6 of Pentacles here in reverse, it's this feeling, well, this is an energy of reciprocity. And it's, for me, that's the one-sided energy. It's kind of holding back feelings. There can be a selfish energy around that. So how do you feel? What do you want? Or how did you feel? What did you want? Because maybe for some of you, it really is coming in a way that you're not expecting it. Because for a lot of you, and I just don't think this is for everybody, it could really be that it's been a long time. Past is subjective. It's going to be what's connected to you. What does that past mean? You know, but whatever happened here in this energy, what they have regret about and why there is an apology coming in here, it's, for me, that's just not about a day, a week, a month, a year ago. It's just really specific to you. But it's here, look at this, the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups in reverse, the 7 of Cups. And here's the other thing I want to validate, and I'm going to show you the rest here. Look, the Ace of Cups is here. And that is our cup that we see here coming in the 4 of Cups. This can also be an energy around, well, like really looking at things. You know, if you're in this energy of this person, however far back they go in the past, but what happened in the past here of still hoping, I feel like that energy is here. So it's also an energy if you're needing to look a little bit closer at things. And what this means for you now, depending on how much time has passed. Because everybody's here in this energy, I feel like, of the Hangman getting perspective. I haven't let you go is a very strong energy here in our 4 of Pentacles. The Sun in Capricorn, it's here with the 4 of Wands. That's a 44. And that's an energy for me of, well, the 4, by the way, just connecting with the heart chakra, first of all. But like facing things here, like really looking at them and how you feel. But also it's this energy of kind of being, it's like a pull together kind of energy. It's like connecting with me with angels. Okay. But what I want to validate is it's here with both of you. But what I also want to validate around this person is what is it they're working out? What the long-term energy here with you is clear, but there's also something else going on again, or was. So whether it's a person, a location, money, maybe it's a mix of everything, but I haven't let you go. And the 2 of Wands, by the way, did come in, and I'm not surprised because it was a strong energy in our 3 of Wands, this person that you're waiting on. Maybe you stopped waiting on, maybe maybe this person has already walked away from, you can see this castle, the Schloss, as we say here in Austria. By the way, here at the Tarot Closet, the only place I upload my readings, just remember. But maybe this person has walked away. As you can see them looking down. Look, there are the 2 wands, and maybe they've turned away. Maybe you haven't. It's kind of a mix of both. The apathy look, 4 of Cups, but the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands here. And that's directly connecting to this person really wanting to communicate this apology to you and this regret. But it's also very much connecting to where you're at. Yeah, and if you're coming out of that Hangman and going into the Death card, and that's making some major changes for yourself and moving on. For some of you, that might be the case. The Ace of Cups is here, though, and I want to tell you, what's really clear is I did feel this way about you, and I still do, and I'm genuinely sorry, and it's about what happened here. So this Ton of Pentacles in reverse is kind of holding a lot for me today because it's both around, this is someone you have built a life with, long-term energy we're building a life with, or it was the possibilities in the future. You can see it literally here. But it could also be, again, if you're in a specific collective that is involving a third party, it could be connecting with that in terms of maybe somebody wasn't telling the truth about something. The bottom line for me, again, is that this is somebody who has regret and has a very sincere apology to make, and they're also wanting you to know this Ace of Cups, which is in the upright. It's an emotional energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and it does have this energy of new beginnings. They want you to know that they do feel this way, and they have a lot of regret, and they are sorry for how they left things. Again, for some of you, that's around a specific communication, but it's also coming in around communication. So are the possibilities here? Yeah, they are. It really is a matter of decisions. If you're being thrown for a loop, if this is coming out of nowhere for some of you. But this is somebody, again, who is in this walking around this debris field from Mercury retrograde in Pisces. In the Mercury retro shade under Aries, that energy of action and, okay, the drive, like the completion, so if all else, this is somebody who wants you to know this and making things right, that is here. Whether you can see each other, you're hearing it in a text message, social media, email, or you're just hearing it here today. Let's bring in some channeled love messages. This is already falling off. The Tarot Closet. Love messages from your person and from their higher self. That Six of Cups, by the way, and the Six of Pentacles, they both connect to the Sixth Major Arcana, the Lover's card. And that feels like it's in reverse for me because that's about the regret that is really strong here for choices that they made that got everything here. Yeah, and again, for some of you, it goes back pretty far. But I just don't think that's necessarily the case for everybody. Oh, look, I'm sorry I lied. So the lying about something did come through. What that is, it could definitely be connecting to a third party, maybe even money, availability for sure. So whether somebody was ready or not ready, or they're available or not available. I feel like that's what it's connecting to. But what it specifically is, I also feel like you know that. You know, I'm just the messenger here. I made so many mistakes. I really want you back in my life. I haven't let you go. It's right here in the Four of Pentacles. It's also connected to the timing in the Hanged Man. And no, I am not over you. I feel so at home with you. Okay. That Six of Cups energy, regardless. It's like you are my person kind of energy. And I know our meeting was no accident. We met for a reason. I think about you constantly. Actually, it's right there on the Hangman. It was like, this is where I'm going. We are a fated connection. We met for a reason. Fate and destiny. Yeah, it's star energy. It's also the Wheel of Fortune, but again, I kind of feel like it's in reverse. There is so much left unsaid, and that's really validating. It's right here on the Ace of Cups, and I'm looking at you, King of Swords. I'm looking at you, Three of Cups. I took you for granted. I made so many mistakes. I want to talk again. Right here on the King of Swords. We were destined to meet. We are a fated connection. Our meeting was no accident. So there it is again. I'm still checking up on you. That's the Page of Swords energy. However that is. Again, you know, cross the street, town, city, state, country, the world. I want to return, but I'm a big chicken. Justice right here on the King of Wands in reverse. It's almost like two, I don't know, it's connected with Judgment in reverse, which is obviously it's a major arcana energy. And that's around like the fear of change. And there's life-changing decisions that weren't made or that were made, but that still could be made, need to be made in the World card in reverse. So it really connects with that. Also connecting with our Empress in reverse. There's still some fear around it. But no one compares to you. I made a bad decision. I made so many mistakes. And the last channeled love message. I have a song playlist for us. That's more of the Six of Cups energy. Beautiful soul, that is your reading today. Thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet. Until next time.